I'm an independent. I am undecided. There's a lot of things to factor. I think what attracts me to Pete is I feel he's different. I feel overall he's been very positive. I hope that we can look at why he's surging, even if he doesn't go all the way. But there was a time where people were sick of division and wanted some unity. I'm very concerned about the dialogue, that we're not entering into a civil war. I know that sounds drastic, but when you see the division between federal and state and laws and people, it's not sustainable. We do need to come together. I wouldn't say no to Donald Trump either, to be honest. It's going to depend on who he's running against. Donald Trump is very different. It's a different president to grow up with, but you're not going to forget it. And
that's true.
It will be everything before or after Trump, and the country is strong and will continue to grow from here. I feel like they have to understand why Trump won the last time. Calling people deplorable, calling people names, or negating the fact that people are angry and suffering in this country they're not going to win based on not learning from what happened in 2016. Clearly people need health insurance, but I don't think you should take it away from someone who may be happy. Although expensive, I still am happy with my insurance. I think, if you're talking about letting people who are not maybe citizens in jail vote, I think that's alienating to many people who want the voice of Americans to be heard.
It's crazy.
And we've just had enough division. We have to all stop that and think what is best. What has Donald Trump done well, and what are things that maybe moving forward we have to look at? We have to just keep moving. The country is still the strongest, best country in the world, and how do we keep it that way?
So Trump, Sanders, what would you do?
Move back to Ireland. It's two New Yorkers who are close to 80 fighting it out about, did you take the FDR or not? This is what it's going to seem like every family event to me. It's not very so exciting. I do want to say, there you go, come, you took the big Huey. You can imagine it's that kind of, is that exciting? Do young people want to go see that?
Are you voting for Amy Klobuchar tomorrow?
I believe I will, yes.
Was Biden ever in your consideration?
Never.
Why?
He just doesn't seem to have his head in the game. He seems a little bit erratic. You just never know with him. It seems to me whether he really is serious. Mm-hmm. And of course he's serious, but whether he really has the I don't want to say steadiness, but he just doesn't seem to have, for lack of a better word, he just doesn't seem to have the sharpness, He looks tired and vulnerable.
He may be a little old, like myself. I almost believe that Trump would whip him. I think Joe, even though he has the temperament maybe to stand up against him, I don't think that he could actually stand to have Trump walk behind him and make sly remarks and smirks. Sanders is a revolutionary type of an individual, which I think is too progressive.
I can't look forward to the next 6 months of Mr. Trump shouting constantly, he's a socialist, he's a socialist. It will scare, I think he's too scary for the independent voters and old guys like me.
Why do you think it's going to be so hard to be President Trump in 2020?
I think it's going to be difficult because, one, for people like me, the economy's been good. I have no economic complaints.